I want to tell you a little bit of the story behind that. So my wife Courtney and I, we got 3 kids, right? So we got a 5-year-old, I got a 3-year-old, and I've got a newly minted 1-year-old who's Leo, who I was singing about earlier, and they're all boys. So it's a lot of fun in our household, but a little bit crazy. But when my wife was pregnant with our second child, Phoenix, she was having kind of debilitating nausea, and so she went to the doctor and said, "Hey, it's very, very difficult to function. You know, can you do anything for me?" And they said, "Yeah. Here's some medicine, and you should be good at it." So that medicine worked for about 6 weeks, and then after that, she went back to the doctor and was like, "Hey, it's not really working anymore. Can we do anything?" And they said, "Well, we can increase the dosage and we can give you more." And I was in Austin, Texas for a show, and some Austin, Texas fans here? Okay, 3 of you. Fantastic. But we're in Austin, Texas, and I had a show that night, and she calls me and says, "Hey, I need you to come home." And up until that point in our career, I'd never gotten that call before. I was like, "Okay, are you okay?" And she said, "Well, I've been taking this medicine and I just can't stop. I need you to come home." And so I got on a plane, went home, and I come in the back door, and I see Courtney. I'm like, "How you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I'm okay right now." But as the night progressed, she started saying things like, "I know I'm not meant to take this medicine anymore, but maybe if I just take one more pill, it'll just get me through the night into tomorrow, and we can face this tomorrow." And then I started seeing her hands start to shake, and I realized we had a problem. And so the next morning we get up and we go to a mental hospital, and we get into the waiting room. It's a strange kind of facility anyway, and there's no one there, nobody waiting, and it's just Courtney and I. And the nurse comes and says, "Hey, Courtney, will you come back?" And we both get up to go, and they look at me and they say, "Luke, you can't come. You gotta stay." And that may be one of the loneliest moments for both her and I that we've ever had. And so when she came out, they said, we think that she needs outpatient therapy for about 2 weeks. And so we would get up in the morning, drop her off at 9, and then at 2 p.m. we'd come back and pick her up. And we did that for 2 weeks. And she'd shown such remarkable improvement that when she was done with that 2 weeks, they said, "Hey, you're free to go. You don't need to come back. You've done really, really well." And it was soon after that she had this bottle of pills at our house, and she came to me and she said, "Luke, I need to go and flush these pills because I just need to see them leave because they represent so much shame and so much guilt in my life. I've just got to flush them." And I was reminded of a story about an explorer who had gone to a foreign land to explore. And when he had arrived on the beaches with all of his ships on this shoreline, he called all of his soldiers to the land and said, "Hey, we're going to go explore the horizon. We're going to explore the mountains. We're going to see what this land has for us." And he realized at that point that none of his men wanted to follow him. They just wanted to go back to the dirty confines of those boats. Not because they were good, but because they were comfortable. And so a few days after that, he calls them all back onto the shoreline again. He asks for every single soldier to be out of those ships. And as soon as they're all there, he gives his generals the command to burn the ships. Because he says, "We will not retreat, we will not go back, but we'll move forward. We will see what the future has for us. We will see what the horizon has. We will see what the mountain has for us." And when my wife took those pills, and she started to pour them out, that was her moment of burning the ships. And so, my wife is here tonight, and I just wanted to say this, honey, you've always been one of my heroes. But when we journey together like we have, my greatest companion. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I think I should sing a song now. I think you'll get the idea. Comes the way along the shore. I can see in your eyes still is all to take for a moment more. We've got to burn the ships, cut the ties, send the flame to the night. Say a prayer, summertime, dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into my music. Dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into my music. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the yeah. So I imagine we can lost one chance. Don't turn back. So